Hi, we're here with Elena Haskew. Elena is recently retired Sunday school teacher extraordinaire. And Elena has been and is on the Weight Watcher diet. So we're going to talk to her today and get her input, and we'll start from there.
Okay.
Thank you, Elena, for joining me.
So welcome.
Okay, I have a few questions we'll go by, but how long have you been on the Weight Watchers diet?
Well, this time has been about a year.
About a year.
Almost a year, with little setbacks here and there, as life always gives you.
It does. I find all diets, we all do it.
That's right.
We all do it.
The thing is to just get back on it. And
like falling off the horse.
Right.
Get back in the saddle.
Right.
That's great advice. Yeah. Because you feel like, oh, I've blown it.
Right.
But if you it's one meal, one cheat, or one
even
season.
A week, even a month, it's not.
So get back on it. That's the biggest thing. Just get right back on it.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, how much weight have you lost in this year?
In this year, I have lost 50 pounds.
That's
just
great.
At 50 pounds. I'm trying to get over that hump right now.
Okay, I'm sure you have a goal weight. How far off of your goal weight?
I haven't really set that too much. I'm thinking I'd like to lose another 30 pounds, but I'm going to judge it by how I'm feeling.
Yes.
This time more than what the number is.
Okay, that's
on the
great.
Scale. As I'm getting older, that number that they tend to give you is a little more unrealistic than it used to be. So I'm going to stick with, where I'm feeling, good in my clothes, and what I can sustain.
And that's, I think, one of the keys to dieting or healthy eating habits is what's sustainable for the individual.
That's right.
So tell me briefly about, we had talked for a moment that you did this diet years ago.
Yes.
And what happened?
I did Weight Watchers, which is now called WW. They've changed their name. Oh. It's still Weight Watchers. Okay. That's the only thing that changed. They've rebranded. I did Weight Watchers probably 15 years ago, and did what they called the quarter plan, which was no measuring, no weighing out of food, but you ate core foods such as chicken, white meat turkey, any kind of healthy vegetables, no corn, no potatoes, no peas, no starchy vegetables. And then you had a certain allotment of points per day and week to add in a few things like a small baked potato or a small, but it was very restrictive. But I did that for about 10 months and lost 100 pounds.
Wow.
But
that's a lot of weight.
It's a lot of weight. And it was not sustainable. Again, it was that very limited food that you could eat. It does not fit into a family lifestyle. At the time, my children were still here. It just wasn't realistic for most people's lives. I can remember the day I ate a carb that I wasn't supposed to eat, and that was the end. And it just came back, and luckily it didn't all come back.
Okay.
But, I was able to stop it. The old eating habits came right back, which is what has made this different this time. Okay. For me, this time, this is not a diet. This is the way I intend to eat for the rest of my life. And that means if I really want a bag of chips, I'm going to have a bag of chips, and I'm going to learn how to incorporate that into my day, my week, my month. Because
is it still the diet you're on now, the new Weight Watcher program, is it still counting point diet?
It is counting points, but it's called Freestyle Smart Points. Okay. And that's because there's over 500 foods that have 0 points.
Oh, wow.
Chicken, every vegetable, including corn and including peas, all fruits except avocados. Because those are avocados, and you can have corn, but you can't have popcorn without points, because avocados and popcorn are things that we can eat a lot of and not think about. You know, you make a whole big thing of guacamole
Yes.
out of your avocados, you're going to eat that whole bowl of guacamole. You can sit there with a bag of popcorn and eat a whole bag of popcorn. So those things still have points to keep you in control. But it's really hard to sit down and eat 5 apples or 5 eggs. You're not going to do it.
Okay.
So those points are 0 points. So you have less points a day because those points are for your carbs like bread, treats, meat, beef, but all fish, all chicken, all white meat turkey is all free.
Wow,
so
that's
it's
great.
very easy. It's very sustainable for a lifetime.
And you've been on it this time for a year, you said.
Almost a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you still find it very easy. What about over the holidays?
You know, again, because this is now my lifestyle, not a diet, I had made the decision, and both my girls are on it, my husband's on it, we all made the decision that we would be careful, but we would not be restrictive.
And deny yourself some of your favorite meals.
Right. And so we did not. From Thanksgiving to, I went back last week, I gained 1 pound.
Oh, wow, that's great. I gained more than that, for sure.
So, you know, I was careful, but I made Christmas cookies. I made our favorite foods. I just knew, okay, I could eat this much, and that should satisfy me, and not overeat till I was like, I'm so full.
That's, I think, one of the biggest things we're all guilty of. We just overindulge. You just keep eating more and more. That's a problem.
And I will say this time I had the desire, and so did everybody else, to get back on it. We were like, we can tell a difference. We're not feeling as good. And so we were all able to get right back on it very easily.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's key. I mean, you have to get back on it. We're going to go off.
Right.
People are going to cheat. You're going to have those gatherings those meetings or that luncheon appointment.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That you have to eat what's in front of you. And that's the way it is.
And we don't like to go hungry.
No. Well, then we wind up eating more in the long run because you've deprived yourself. So when you get home, you're just eating whatever you see.
Whatever you see first. I'm real guilty of that. Let's see. So we went over. Okay, so what is your favorite meal during the week or a typical meal? Is there something that you fix kind of more often? I know I have my favorites that I usually fix 2 or 3 times a month.
Right. Mike and I both love soup in the wintertime. I make a lot of sheet pan dinners. Those are kind of new now, where you throw your protein on there with some seasoning and some olive oil and all your vegetables and throw it in the oven. In 30 minutes it's done. Weight Watcher friendly recipes. There are a lot of websites online. And one of my favorites right now that we eat quite often because I love it is a creamy chicken and wild rice soup that tastes just like Panera, which is my favorite soup of all time. So for this time of year, we do eat a lot of soup. And I think it's filling.
It is filling.
Yes, it's that comfort food without, but, and I'll give you the websites I use.
Awesome.
To get
and I will
great
look
recipes.
up that recipe and put it on my website. So, and I may make that very soon.
Yeah, it's very good.
The boys love soup, so okay.
Good. Right.
Now, how much weight has Mike lost, if you don't mind me asking?
He has probably lost, I guess, about 40 pounds.
It's a lot of weight.
It is a lot of weight.
That's
of course,
great.
it's much easier for men than women, but you know, they lose weight.
For them to lose it quicker,
a whole lot faster. So
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Use my Instapot. I use my crock pot a lot. You know, I'm dealing with some health issues, some fibromyalgia and some arthritis, and I'm better in the morning than I am late in the afternoon. So I tend to try and get it ready in the morning.
Just pop it
in.
That's easy.
Or even if I'm using Instapot, have it ready to go.
Yeah.
So
hit that button.
Hit the button and I'm done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
Yeah. They're good.
Okay, and what about desserts? We do have some photos of her favorite desserts that she has gathered for us. I'll post those on my site as well.
I'm not a huge fan of making desserts just because we're empty nesters and there's just 2 of us here. So when you make desserts, you got a lot of servings. So if you can't freeze it, I don't really want it around. My husband loves the mint chocolate enlightened bars. I like the Yasso yogurt bars. And
which I just tried one of those.
That's the ice cream. The ice cream Yasso bar.
The ice cream bars.
And then we also have the Built bars, which is what you tried, that you can order online that are
delicious.
Very satisfying.
Well, low carb, it was low sugar too, which a lot of those health bars, quick grabbing snack bars are not.
Yes,
so.
And it has 15 grams of protein. So if you're looking for something sweet, if you're one of those sweet people, especially in the afternoon, which is where I am usually, if you eat one of those, you will be full till supper. I could not eat more than one of those. I mean, I guess I could, but I'd be really sick.
Yeah.
Because they are really filling and very satisfying with real chocolate, which is hard to find.
Yes, it's not sugar-free chocolate too, which I tend to gravitate to because I'm trying to cut out sugars, but it was delicious, and it comes in a variety of flavors, which I really like as well. You can buy the box of variety flavors, so that's a great bonus.
And I'm getting ready to make, and this is sugar-free, I'm using the True Lemon and the True Limeade. It's drink packs, but they don't have... They're better than, say, the Crystal Light. They're a little healthier. And I bought some molds, and I followed a YouTube video, and I'm making my own gummy bears out of them.
Oh, neat.
And I bought the molds on Amazon, and you mix regular gelatin and this True Lemon and True Lime, and then you just drop them in the gummy bear bowl, and you put them in the refrigerator. And they make little candy gummy bears.
Oh, if you don't mind, send me a photo of that when you do it. That'd be awesome.
I will do it.
That's a great kid snack for moms.
Yes.
You could pre-make those.
Yeah, and there's tons of videos on YouTube on how to make them.
Okay.
Tons. And of course there's, sugar ones, but these are the
sugar-free ones.
Sugar-free ones.
What's in place of the sugar?
It's, I think that's like a true, what is that?
Truvia or stevia. Okay.
Substitute, not a Splenda or saccharin.
Right.
So that's in the sugar-free Jello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. The next one, a lot of people like me fail at is exercising. Do you typically have an exercise program or habit?
I do, but I have fallen out of it. Just for health reasons lately, but I'm getting ready to go back. I swim.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is basically the only thing I can do at this point, per the doctor.
Okay.
So I haven't done it in probably a year, but I am going to get back to it.
Where do you go?
I think I'm going to transfer over to Siskin just because they keep the water a lot warmer. And I need the warm water. I can't have... I mean, it's not freezing cold at Gold's, but it's a little chilly.
Okay.
I mean, it's in there for those who can exercise really fast, and I need the warmth for my muscles. So
that makes sense.
But swimming is what I tend to gravitate towards. I usually wind up getting injured if I do the
got to be careful. Okay, so we're going to get your soup recipe.
Yes.
And then we went over basically when our cravings hit. Yours is late afternoon, mine's evening after dinner. And I am going to order those bars.
Yes, the Built bars.
Okay, just so you can see, this is what they look like. And it does come, you have to order them online.
And right now, they've got a lot of codes out there. If you just Google Built Bar code, you'll get a code for $10 off or $3 off a sample pack. So they are running very behind.
And we do adjust for dieting. That's a very good tip. Fall off the saddle, it's only, 1 week or one meal just get
Usually
right
what
back on
happens
it.
is it's one meal and it does us in. And really it shouldn't. One meal is not going to make you gain a ton of weight. It's every meal that comes after that does it.
And that's the problem. We think, oh, I've blown it.
Yeah.
I might as well just go back.
Right.
I haven't, I'm not able to do this. But that's not true.
Right.
We should get focused back on what we're trying to do, whatever choice you make, whatever type of diet you're on. But what is your favorite part of the Weight Watchers system right now that maybe is a little bit better designed now than what it used to be?
Well, I think the 0 point foods make things very easy.
Okay.
It makes going out very easy because there's always chicken or fish on any menu.
That's right.
I mean, there really is. And so if you have chicken at a restaurant, you just ask for little or no oil, and say broccoli or salad, well, then you have the points for a potato and the dressing, or rice and the dressing, and so you have a whole meal, and you don't have to worry about it. Also, if you know you're going out, if you know, well, we're meeting friends and we're having pizza, that which is my favorite thing. That day, well, maybe I'll have a 0 point lunch. I won't have bread. I won't have a sandwich. I'll have some lettuce with some turkey on it, or a hard-boiled egg. Vegetables. Put some balsamic vinegar on it and salt and pepper, and you've had a 0 point lunch, and all your points are there for your pizza. So it makes it really doable in everyday life.
Basically, eat real food.
You eat real food, and your children can eat, because it really is the way we all should eat. Not just those who are trying to lose weight.
To feel better, to feel better in our clothes, but health-wise.
Health-wise. And it's teaching our kids what are the healthy things to eat. That you eat healthy most of the time, and then you can have that little bit added to it. And you can add it a little bit every day, or you can add it one big thing in a week.
It goes on a week, so you go, Sunday through the next.
Well, it's whatever day you
day
sign
you
up.
want.
Mine is Wednesday to Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday morning to Wednesday morning. When you go to a meeting, me personally, I think the meetings give you a little bit of accountability that most of us who are trying to lose weight need. And they also give you some support. Weight Watchers has their own app now, and it has a connect button that is their own social media platform. You can connect with everybody else who is on it doing this.
That's
and
great.
It's a great support. I know I don't use it as much, but Allie, my daughter, uses it all the time. She's
a college student, and she finds this way of eating.
She's very proud of that, because she's just finishing graduate school, and she will leave graduate school weighing less than when she started, which is amazing accomplishment, because that doesn't usually happen.
No.
And she has really learned to cook through this.
That's great.
Which is a great tool as well. So
encouraging. Well, thank you so much,
you are
Elena.
so
this
welcome.
is good information.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.